Okay, we're just going to jump right in. Good start. Oh my god! Hey, I'm Ollie. I am gonna set up a YouTube channel. I don't know why I wanted to do this, and there's numerous reasons why. I talk a lot, and it gets quite busy in my head, and I have a lot of things that I think about, which I'm like, oh my god, this would be fun to talk to other people about, and I talk to other people about it, and it's great. But then I feel like talking about stuff like this on a wider scale would be like more funsies and just more inclusive, and it's a great way to get to know, not even get to know, but to like get to other people, you know? I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to want to talk about, a lot of things that I'm going to want to video. I video a lot of things on a day-to-day basis anyway. So things like, this is going to be stuff that I'll like be doing videos on. I'll do stuff about like drama school, and like how to get into that, and how to try and stay positive during that, and like musical theatre in general, actually, how to be more of a positive human being in it, because it's a really tough world. Like, it doesn't matter how many times your like a drama teacher at like high school is gonna be like, oh my god, you're the best person in the world, you're gonna make it, honey, love you. That's true, and you are amazing, and you're gonna make it, but it's not just as easy as that. You've got to like really, really work hard. And if you, like, for example, I didn't get into drama school the first year around. Well, I did. I got into Chichester for a 3-year degree, but it wasn't quite the right place for me. It wasn't quite the right course. So I auditioned for loads of places, and I got into Trinity Larbin for the foundation year. So instead of taking after a lot of research, instead of taking the 3-year degree, I decided to take the 1-year foundation, which was a big risk, because I was like essentially throwing away like a definite degree for this 1-year course where I might not actually get anything out of it at the end of my time there. But yeah, staying positive with drama school and just musical theatre in general is really important. I don't think it's spoken about enough. It's getting spoken about more, which is amazing, it's great, but I feel like one more person to speak about it would be pretty cool. Yeah, what else am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about, so as you probably, anyone who's watching this probably knows who I am, because no one else that doesn't know me isn't going to watch this yet, because I will talk about being a vegan. Now, if you are like a person who is like, oh my god, you're a vegan, stay away, you're annoying, you're pushy, you're this, you're that, let me just stop you now, because I am not the type of person who's going to push my views on you. I will share my views and I will talk about my views, but that's my choice. Just as you would go to Mackey's tonight and be like, oh my god, I just had 20 chicken nuggets and it's great. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I bet it was great. 20 chicken nuggets, awesome. It doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with what you're doing, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I would do the same, but there is no judgment from my point of view, because there's no point. For me to, it's like if, I don't know, it's like if I didn't like a coat or like some sort of clothing, and you were like pushing it on me, and you were like, oh, try it on this coat, it's going to look great, it's going to look really great on you, it's going to look better than what you're wearing now, do this, do that. I'd be like, wow, no, leave me alone, I don't want to try on your stupid coat or clothes. Yeah, that was a really weird analogy, but I like tried my best. Also, something you'll find out from watching me is that I cannot string together a sentence. Like, I cannot do it. I don't know. I think I'm dyslexic, by the way, and dyspraxic. So dyslexia is a thing with my brain to do with like reading and stuff like that. Dyspraxia is more like fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, memory, and all that jazz. So I don't know whether the whole not being able to talk thing is a dyspraxic or dyslexic thing, but it's one of the two, or maybe a bit of both. And literally anybody that knows me will know that it's just totally normal. People are probably used to it now, but I'm still not used to it. When I work in a bar, and when I talk to customers and I'm like, trying to ask them about their drink, and I'm like, is that a double or a blue? They're like, and yeah, that's great. But yeah, I can't really speak very well. So if there's like certain times in any video where I'm like chatting absolute rubbish, or a sentence sounds wrongly worded, or just not quite right, then that's just me. It's part of who I am. I'm not sorry about it. So yeah, I'm quite passionate about the planet, and like trying to save the planet and stuff, because why not? I mean, we live on it, we should respect it. It's the only one we got, and if we're all gonna have babies one day, then they've got to live on it, and we want it to be great for them, as it has been great to us. So yeah, I'm passionate about trying to be zero waste. I'm not zero waste by any means. I am trying to be more zero waste and to be more sustainable, because I think that's quite important. I think it's quite easy to do if you commit to it. It can be a little bit more expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, big scheme of things, grand scheme of things? Either way, they're both like big things. So in the big grand scheme of things, I feel like a couple of extra pennies on your shop every week in order to save the planet a little bit isn't going to hurt anyone. It's a couple of extra pennies to, I don't know, help everybody. And why would you not want to help everybody? I also try to be quite positive. It's hard. It's really hard, actually. Because I can be a positive person quite a lot of the time. And that's only because I've had times in the past where I've had a really bad time, and I've been really, really negative, and I've had really bad mental health, and it's put me in a really dark place. So I think coming from a place where I had really, really bad mental health at one part of my life, being able to come out the other side of that and be positive is really quite powerful. And it's like, it's hard. When people look at positive people, they're like, oh my god, she's so positive, or he's so positive, or they are so positive all of the time. Their life must be like so easy, or like, I don't know how they do it. It's like when people have got like tons of energy. Like, I know in musical theatre, there's lots of people that I know who have lots and lots of energy, and it's absolutely beautiful to watch, because you're watching this person who literally bounces off the walls and emits, I don't know, but like pushes out so much energy to like the world, and it's so nice to watch. But then if you're feeling rubbish, you're like, how are they doing that? It must be so easy. But it's really hard for positive people when they're feeling rubbish, because, and I'm not saying by any means that it's not hard for anyone who's feeling rubbish, but I'm just talking from like personal experiences. Sometimes when people see you as a positive person and then see you vulnerable or upset or like not okay, then they tend to be quite shocked, which is totally normal. And I feel like what I'm saying is like blatantly obvious or stupid, but at the same time, I find it quite difficult when I'm not feeling great, because I feel like people expect me to be positive all the time, which is, I don't know, it's still a really hard thing that I feel like I have to talk about and deal with. So maybe we can go on a journey together about it. I know that sounds really cringe and it sounds really gross, but yeah, actually, another thing about this whole channel is that this is a new thing for me. A completely new thing. Like, I've not done anything like this before, and I feel as a person I'm really awkward, and I feel like it's crazy because I'm saying all of this now, and I'm saying everything that comes into my head, because I'm quite a spontaneous person when I talk. I don't know if that makes sense, but quite a spontaneous person when I talk, and so anything that pops into my head, I kind of have to say it. So I like, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, everything that I'm saying right now, I feel like it sounds stupid, or that I sound like an idiot, or I feel like loads of people are going to watch this, or that I sound really egotistical, when in actual fact, I'm really not. I'm not stupid at all. I'm not egotistical. I don't think so. Everyone has an ego, but I don't think that I am being like, oh, look at me, yay. I'm just talking, and I feel like that's okay. I don't know, like, I feel like I'm contradicting everything that I'm saying as it's coming out of my mouth, and I feel like that's really sad. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to think that about what I'm saying. Maybe I'm just like thinking way into my own head about it. But again, another thing on like mental health, we can talk about that, because why shouldn't we? Because everyone's got it. Everyone's got some form of bad or good days or puppy days. So why wouldn't we talk about it? I will also talk about me and Rob. So anyone who knows me knows that I have a boyfriend, and he is called Rob, and we've got quite a special story, I think. I think it's really beautiful how we met and how we've changed each other's lives and stuff. And this is our house that we live in right now. We're going to be moving house soon, so videos won't look like this for long. Yeah, and me and Rob go on all sorts of crazy, cool adventures and holidays. And I mean, I say holiday, we call them adventures just because it is an adventure. It doesn't really matter where you go, whether you're going like down the road to the shop or going to a different country together. It's all an adventure, because you never know what's going to happen. You've got to take everything like day by day, second by second. So yeah, he's a really beautiful human being, and he really changed my life. And again, it's one of those things that if you're like, oh my god, cringe, like she's going to talk about her boyfriend and it's going to be really gross and cringy. I mean, try not to be so cynical. And I don't know whether that's just me knowing, I don't know whether that's just me knowing that there's people out there that are going to be like, why would anyone watch you just talking about you and your boyfriend and being vegan and saving the world and stuff? And I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But yeah, I mean, just give everyone a chance. Everyone deserves a chance, right? I don't know. If I feel like I'm pleading, I'm not trying to plead. I don't know. It's an odd one, but yeah. I also feel like there's a big thing that I want to talk about, which is going to be like being kind. And like, bear with me here, because it might sound like really silly, but my dad, and I always get really upset when I talk about this. I'm not gonna cry on you right now, not yet anyway. Jeez, the first video. But I always get really upset when I talk about stuff like this. My dad, when I was younger, if I was ever going through a hard time, or anyone was ever treating me rough, or just like being a bit mean, or you know, just being a bit cruel on the playground or wherever at school, he'd say to me, I'd get really upset, and I'd be like, Dad, I don't understand why people are doing this, what do I do? And he'd say, treat people the way you want to be treated. And I know a lot of people probably got brought up on this saying, but for me, it always is stuck in my heart and will always, always hold like this massive special place in my heart. And it's so, I can't even like explain how important it is to me to be kind to people, because you literally have no idea what someone is going through. And it might sound like really like obvious and preachy and like deep, but like it's so true. Like, how many times have you been having a really, really bad day and like someone just looks at you funny because you're having a bad day, and then you could walk past someone else and they smile at you, and that just like, it just completely counteracts all of those funny looks or empty looks that people have been giving you. Like on the tube, for example, oh my gosh, on the tube, like, so I'm from Manchester, and my accent fluctuates, so you can talk about this at another time, but I mean, it literally just changes then. Anyway, we can talk about this at another time, but like I'm from Manchester and moved down to London for drama school, and I, coming from a place that's so like friendly and small, tight-knit community, to a massive city where people are just used to living here, they're used to the daily life, they're used to the hustle and bustle of things. And so like getting on the tube and stuff and not looking at people in the eye, like I'm quite a contacty person. I like to look at people, I like to talk, I just like to I like to have a connection with people. And yeah, going on the tube for the first time when people were literally, so like you're on the tube and you're just like doing your own thing, like looking around or whatever, and the person opposite you is literally doing absolutely anything to not look at you, and you are literally like, what is this person doing? And they can feel that you are burning into their face with your eyes, and they are just literally like, I will not look at you. And it's so sad. Like, why? It's so weird. I can understand that people have got busy lives, and I know it. I mean, I know that I'm coming from a place which sounds really silly and like maybe naive a little bit, but it's not that at all. Actually, it's just about being nice to one another, and I think that's really important, especially in the world that we live in today, where things are okay. I mean, we're all alive and we're all doing a great job at being alive and breathing and stuff, but if you can be alive and be kind to people at the same time, then you're winning at life. Like, it's a good thing to do. And I don't know, I feel like don't mind me, I fiddle a lot as well. I'm a fidget, I'm an absolute fidget. Rob kills me for stuff like this. Like when we're in bed at night, it takes me about 20 minutes to get comfy, and I will wriggle until the flipping cows come home. So yeah. Yeah, so being kind to people, it's really important. It sounds really stupid, but I don't really care. I mean, I think it's incredibly important because your impact on someone as a human being is crazy. Like I just said about like, think about all the times that you've been having a really bad day and someone smiles at you. It really makes a difference. So why would you not want to do that for anyone else? If you see someone who looks a little bit upset or looks like they can't quite carry their shopping bags, or looks like they've just dropped something and everyone else is just walking past them and they're not going to help. It's little things like that, like do one good deed a day. It's not, I mean, don't put yourself in danger, because not everyone out there is a nice person, or not a nice person all of the time. People can set things up so it makes it look like, it's like we watch so much TV nowadays, and like we've seen it on movies and documentaries where people have looked like they're in trouble, someone's gone to help, and then actually they've gone worse for it because they've either been robbed or whatever, like they've got in trouble for it because they were just trying to help someone. There is that. I mean, be careful, by all means. I'm not saying like if there's someone in a dodgy alley looking like they really, really need your help, don't like run into the alley. That's not what I'm saying. Wait, I'm saying don't run into the alley. Do not run into a dark alley if it looks like someone dodgy in there. Top tip number 1. You're welcome. Yeah, it's just be nice to each other. It's no skin off anyone's back, just to be a little bit nice and have a little bit of a smile. Fidget again. I'm also going to talk about, or try and talk about, because I'm going to like disclaimer this now, because I don't want to get, and actually just like a general disclaimer, I don't want to get in any, I feel like people who post videos nowadays and people who put their like heart on the line and like put stuff out there nowadays can get scrutinized quite easily for what they do. And I feel like we're all human beings, we're all just like trying to get by, and we all do different things to do that. So if someone wants to paint and put their artwork up and do that for a living, then let them do it. If someone wants to, I don't know, do other stuff, and if someone wants to put videos online and just talk to people about certain things and like put some videos out there about what they do in their life, I don't feel like they should get scrutinised for it unless they're hurting somebody or being horrible to somebody. I don't know, I feel like we're all a bit too judgmental nowadays. Yeah, like general disclaimer, like I want to be able to post these videos in like, I'm a human being and I want to be able to post these videos in like a way that my mental health isn't going to get like a shot from this, because it's like I am just trying to make a new platform for myself and for other people to like come and have a look at and maybe learn some new things, and we can all learn from each other. And I think that's a really powerful thing about the internet today, is that we can all positively learn things. I'm not saying like everything on the internet is positive and that we can positively learn from everything, because that's just not true. But yeah. So yeah, like disclaimer, a lot of the things I'm going to talk about, I'm not like trained to talk about things, I'm not trained. I'm not like a trained, I mean, I'm a vegan queen, but I'm not like a trained, like, vegan nutritionalist. I just have my views on it, and I feel like it's freedom of speech. I can talk about my views, and that's okay. Also, like, mental health. I'm going to talk about mental health because everyone's got mental health things going on. And if I'm having a down day, what I call a down day is a day where my mental health is not 100%. So, if that's happening, I'm going to openly talk about it because mental health is a total normal thing to talk about. We've all got stuff going on, and I think it's totally okay to talk about these things. I'm not a trained mental health human being, that like a psychologist that can talk about these things and be like, 80% of people have got this, 90% of people have got this. That's not what I'm here for. I am going to talk about it though. So if I say something that you might not agree with, that's fine. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about these. Let's have discussions. Let's have debates. But let's not get nasty about it. Let's just be nice to each other and be able to have a one-to-one decent human being conversation. And I'm not saying by any means that I can't take criticism, or that if someone's going to be nasty to me, that I'm just going to be like, oh, boo-hoo, this is really sad. I mean, it's a tough world that we live in, like, let's be real. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not the type of person that's going to sit back and let people who are being nasty affect me, because it's just a waste of everyone's time. You being nasty to anyone, me or Joe Blogs, in a bloody video on the internet, is not going to do anyone any good, and it's just going to waste everyone's time, so just don't do it. Or do, but you're not going to get anything out of it apart from being nasty. Also, so fitness is something that Something that I'm very passionate about. I have been for a really long time now. Musical theatre inspired me really to be more into my fitness and stuff like that, because it's obviously going to help me in the industry. But also, there's a girl who used to come onto our uni called Martha Burke, who's an absolute hero. And she used to run these classes every week at uni, and it really inspired me to start doing the type of stuff that she was doing. And then, so now she's like smashing life at Boom Cycle, and she's at Barry's as well. I think her Instagram is Martha Moo, and her fitness Instagram is Martha B Fitness. So if you're looking for a little bit of awesome human being info, there she is. So fitness is something I'm really passionate about, and it's something that I've wanted to try and get into as a career and as like a sideline for like over a year now. The only thing with it is that I can't afford it right now, and like that's just me being completely real. I can't afford to put aside all the money that I would need to pay for a personal training course. I'm only human. I'm doing the best I can, and that's it, really. I really want to start doing one, and I know exactly what course I'm going to do, and I'm going to try and smash it in over the summer. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a come in, and I'm going to do it 100%, and I'm really passionate about it, and I've got a load of friends at uni who are really supportive in me with that. We all take warm-ups and like little fitness classes together every week and stuff, which is really helpful because it's like it's like a judgment-free zone, which is really cool. So that's my fitness kind of thing for, so that's it. I mean, I'm open to talk about anything, like really anything. I'm quite an open human being. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I talk quite openly, and I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that. I'm happy that I can just like talk, and I love to talk, and I love talking to people. So if this, I mean, the dream would be that this would spread on a wider scale, and if this does spread on a wider scale and I get to meet and talk to more people, I mean, that's incredible. That's all I could possibly want out of this channel. And yeah, I mean, that's just me. I'm Molly, I'm 21, I'm from Manchester, and I just want to talk. That's it. Why are my arms so long? Like, you can't even see them. That's terrifying. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Hey. So, I'm Molly. I don't know why I'm talking like this. This is not a finger in my head. Good. Love it. Why does it look like that? Oh, why am I doing this? No.